Hello all. Hope you're all able to see me. So we'll start in 5 minutes. Okay. So we are all able to, you're all able to see me. That's good. Yeah. I'm now here on YouTube also. So one sec. Yeah. Yeah. So we'll start now. So it's 8:30, and many of you might be coming from the weekend boot camp, weekend workshop, 3 hours workshop. So as I told, this is the perfect time to start the series, because first week of every month is CSS week. So whoever are doing it, they're lucky because they are doing the CSS week. After that, the JavaScript week is there, and after that, React JS week is there. And I'm this month's schedule is that after that Redux week will be there, and after that last week will be React Native, because this month in March we have 5 weeks. So 5 weeks we will do everything in React JS ecosystem. Is after React, it is obvious to learn Redux, because Redux is required in almost all the jobs which is based on React. Because any job for React you will go, they will ask Redux also. Okay. So but we'll start with the basic. I mean, CSS beginners to advanced. Then first 3 weeks are the most important, and this I'm repeating for the I think for the fourth time I'm repeating it. So this first 3 weeks are always same, and they are the most important, because they are the one which will get you a web app developer job. And I am here to make you a web app developer, not a website developer. So first 2 weeks are for website developer, and after that the next week is for web app developer, which is React.js. But everything will go towards that only. Means CSS beginners to advanced means what will be taught here. So I will taught layouts also. After the going in depth in CSS, and we're going to go really deep in CSS, and we are going to learn the Flexbox and Grid also. But obviously for projects we won't have time. I will guide you to something else in my channel through which you can do the project. Because see, even if you do React, you need to do a lot of CSS also to get a front-end developer job. You need to do a lot of them. Hello all. So yeah, a lot of people are here. Thank you all. So okay, so let's get started, because we have a lot of things to cover. Because Flexbox and Grid are also, Flexbox might take 1 day, but Grid will take at least 2 days. Grid is big. Okay. And if I have some time, I'll do some project also. But I have a lot of projects from front-end mentor site. Okay, I will tell you where to do it. And as always, this is those who are new here. The attendance is generally given at the end here. Okay, so attendance will be all 5 days. The attendance will be there, and 5 attendance forms will be there. Okay, so let me mention that attendance will be taken at end through Google form. Okay, one sec. So let me write this thing so that everybody knows this thing. And one sec. Attendance. Hello all. It's nice to see so many people are here. Okay, so let us start it. As I've told, there is a lot of things to cover. So let me share my screen. Yeah. So yeah, so I'm just blank. So again, I'm going to start from the folder, because I can do it from terminal also, but it's obvious miss. Okay, we'll start from terminal from the next week, because terminal is very important. Once you go towards the React.js developer, you should know a basic of terminal. Terminal is not that much tough. Okay, but then also let us this week keep it to the very basic. And I have a folder. I will create a new folder, and it will be CSS Basics. It will be that is there. And where is the VS Code? Obviously, of all of you might have VS Code. So this is what we are going to have. Okay, it is showing me something. Okay, so like this I have, and I will drag it. As always, I'll drag it, and let me have it a bit bigger. Okay, so I've dragged it, and now obviously we're going to start from the start. Okay, even if you're attending that workshop, Saturday workshop, I'm going to start from exactly start. Okay, and I want to be a developer. I am going to starting out for different job. I joined Arena Multimedia and graphics, and that is good, Aman. That is good. You know graphic designer, and you want to be a developer. You're in the right place and at the right time. Okay, a lot of people are the right place, but also the right time, because we are starting on our 3-week journey here. Okay. So that is a must. Okay, so as always, index.html. And those who don't know, I don't teach HTML again, because HTML, whatever I teach in the weekend workshop, 3-hour workshop, it is more than enough. If someone want to learn HTML, they can go back to the Saturday's recording and they can see it. So Saturday's recording is available. So HTML I won't teach again, because HTML is very easy. It should not take you more than 2-3 hours or maybe more than 2-3 days. Okay, so we're going to make HTML index.html. Let me make the font size a bit bigger. If it is not visible, you can tell me. Okay, so as always, like this, we are okay. That is good. Okay, that is not good. Okay, but uninstalling Arena and Multimeter taught us very outdated things. Okay, okay. So sometimes something like that happens with big companies. What can we do? But nowadays you can learn everything from YouTube, and I am here to teach you. Okay, might be you're from some of my WhatsApp group, so please do. Uh, I'm doing one-to-ones also for everyone, because everyone is a different thing. So okay, obviously we can discuss this thing there, because we are learning here HTML, and you can book a one-to-one with me, and we can discuss this there. Okay, maybe I'll give the one-to-one link here also in the chat. Okay, so I do help people with the career, because everybody's career is different. Okay, so this is, and again, that is also completely free, but people should come to that. Today I have two one-to-one, one people attend, one person obviously not didn't. So CSS basics I have written, just CSS basics, and then link CSS style.css. So okay, I will not go like this to now. Okay, I will not go like, yeah, I will tell at then how to contact me. I will give my maybe if Abdul is here. He is my admin, so he can give you a link to one of my WhatsApp group. You might not be there in my WhatsApp group, so that's why you're asking. You can contact me on one of my WhatsApp group. Okay, so that is there. So let us start it. So I've created this basic thing meta. If you I will remove it anyway, meta. Okay, so it doesn't matter. So I have this CSS basics and all, and I will have. There are actually three ways to do this CSS. Okay, this I didn't taught in the weekend workshop, but here everything will taught in very much detail. So there are three ways to do CSS. Okay, add CSS in HTML. Of course, HTML will be required. So one is the inline CSS. Okay, one is internal CSS, one is external CSS. External CSS is obviously the most used, but we are going to learn about inline CSS first. So what is the inline CSS? Inline CSS is like this. Let me have H1 and CSS crash codes, CSS crash course I'll do, and then I'll of course I will go live. I'll go live and go live, and it is opening this, but I don't want it to be open in this. I want it to be open here, Chrome. So okay, so it is okay. So okay, why you are using this line? I didn't understand why you using this line. Means you should have attended my HTML class, because HTML is a prerequisite. I think weekend HTML was done, Ravindra, so you should have attended that. And if you're not, please do a bit of that, attending that. Go back to the videos. Okay, so maybe I will tell a bit. Okay, so this is index.html. Anyways, CSS is for styling, so we need a skeleton. Skeleton is provided by your HTML. So this is a basic index.html file, and here we have a doc.html, which I've always taught. What is this doc.html? Then this HTML type language is the head is there. Whatever I give in the head, it will come here. CSS basic, and I have also opened it with live code, because I don't want to go through that refreshing thing again. Head, whatever I give in head, it will come here in the CSS basic. H1 tag, which I've taught in the HTML class, it will come here, CSS crash code, and this class is all about styling. So how we're going to style this thing? How we're going to style this? As I've told, there are three ways to style this thing. So this is coming black and white. By default, HTML comes black and white, but we're going to style it. So how to style it? The first way to style it is the inline method. So there are three ways. So inline method, what happens in the H1 only, I will come, and here I will give style equal to color blue I don't have time to help someone in job searches, but if someone is attending my class or someone want to do one-to-one with me, there you're more than welcome. I will guide you. I cannot means go with you for the job searches and all, but I will guide you because a lot of people have got job after following me on YouTube only, after learning through me. And obviously, if you follow me on YouTube, you know how big I ask people to be on LinkedIn. I am very big on LinkedIn. Okay, I am very big on LinkedIn. Those who don't know, I'm very big on LinkedIn. I have around 19,200 followers. So if I tag any of you, if you do some project and I have to tag any of you, you obviously get a job. Because if you do projects, it is not like that you obviously get a job. You have to do projects. A lot of people tag me after doing React.js projects. Those who don't know what I'm talking about, go to the Saturday workshop. There I taught the importance of LinkedIn, or maybe I will I will give that importance of LinkedIn. I do help. If you are a React.js, if you learn React.js, I will do help you. I'll do help you because React.js developer don't ask for a job, they get a job. There's so much demand. Okay, obviously people asking a lot of questions. Maybe a lot of questions people are asking. So what I will going to do, I will one sec, one sec. Okay, people are asking a lot of questions. So I will do one thing. I will give you all. So I want to help all of you. Okay, I want to help all of you. So I will give you my one-to-one. Okay, book a one-to-one and we can talk for half an hour. Book a one-to-one with me and we will continue with the class. Okay, book a one-to-one with me, all of you, like Dharmagiri, Aman, you all book a one-to-one with me. Okay, and we can talk after the class. Means what is this one-to-one? One-to-one is half an hour time with me. My time is very precious, so please, if you are going to do it, please come to this one-to-one, or else means book to one with me. And so I will give it both places. And one more thing I'll do, I will add you all to my latest WhatsApp. I have a lot of WhatsApp group. Okay, so I'll give that also. So all of you can ask this question later on. Okay, I'm here to help you all. So to become a web app developer, because that is why I'm doing this day in day out. It is more than 4 months now. So join my. No, I'm not from Bengal, but I am a Bengali. I'm from Bhopal, but I spend. Actually, don't ask that kind of question. Just click on the link and you will see what does link is all about. Okay, that links give a link to Calendarly link. Okay, that Calendarly link, you can that Calendarly is a type of software which gives access to my calendar when I am free. So you can book a half an hour one-to-one with me. Okay, so that is it. Okay, enough of questions. So we will continue, because if I start doing all these questions, because people are asking career question right now. Okay, it is okay. I'm happy with because I answer career questions also on Friday 6:30. I have a student queries class. You can ask at that time also. Okay, because we are doing CSS now and people will now tell that why we are not doing, we are still not able to do this start. Anyways, I'm going to complete CSS, not, don't worry, because if I'm not able to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to extend the class as always, means after 9:30 also. Okay, so what I was telling inline styling. Okay, inline styling I was telling. So this is inline styling. This is not inline styling. So what is happening here? See, CSS, what happened, everything have a means tag and the value. So this is there, this is known as the element, means this properties and value. So I'm giving the color as blue in a quotes and I have to give this style. So this is known as inline style. It is not used that much, but sometimes when developers are in a hurry, they do use it. They do use this. Okay, style equal to color equal to blue, they will use it. And there are like more than 10,000 maybe stylisms will be there. But whatever I teach in this class, in this 5-day class, don't go beyond that, because beyond that, if you want to go, you can go once you go get a job. Okay, don't go beyond it, because I know people doing one year CSS. No, my aim here is to make you a web app developer, not a website developer. If you want to become a website developer, you can learn only HTML and CSS. Don't go for JavaScript also then. Okay, but my aim is to make you a web app developer. So you have to learn JavaScript, you have to learn React.js also. CSS is also very tough, but you have to learn everything. Okay, So this is known as inline styling. So I gave the color as blue and it become blue. So this colon is there and this. So this is known as inline styling. Okay. So the next thing is that there is something known as internal styling. So what is internal styling? Internal styling and external styling are like same. But internal styling we give in the head tag, and internal styling, as I know, we don't use that much because I have a 16 years of experience in IT. I know inline styling we do, but internal generally we don't do. We generally go for an external style sheet, and that I will teach after this. What is internal CSS? Internal CSS is like I'll have a style tag here. Okay, style tag like this here inside the head, and now let us have something like maybe a paragraph here. After this a paragraph, and lorem is a shortcut again, so I will have this lorem and I'll save it, so it will be black and white as always. Then I will select this P, and then I will do the color as red. Okay, by default it is black. So this is how we do internal styling, internal CSS. This is inline and this is internal. P and color of red I have done, and I will save it. See, color of red have become, it has become a color of red. Okay, so that is there. And then we are going to learn about the most important thing, which is the external CSS. And from now onwards we are going to do external CSS only. So let me do the H3. S3 is like best place to learn CSS is there. Best place to learn CSS. Okay. Okay. One sec. Okay, so this I'll do, and obviously now we are going to style it. So we are going to style it with the external CSS, which is by default the most common way. For styling the with external CSS, we make a any file, like the name can be anything, style.css, style.css. I'll do style.css, and okay, style.css I have done, and then after that I'll do a H3 of, obviously, of, I'll do a background color. See, this is how we give CSS property. And the thing is that internal CSS or external CSS we use, we can add multiple properties. But with inline CSS, it will be coming in one line, which will be very ugly. We can give it, but it will be very ugly. So background color, there are a lot of colors, and we are going to learn about colors only next. So I will do maybe aquamarine. So these are known as color names. Okay, and color will be of brown. So this is how we give CSS. See, this is a property and this is the value, and we give this quotes and we give this semicolon. Okay, semicolon, not to one. Okay, and I'll do this. See, but nothing is happening. Why nothing is happening? Because when you give a style.css, this internal CSS doesn't know what is the style.css. You have to link it. So how do we link it? There is something known as a link tag. So link tag is there, link, and this is a shortcut, and rel style sheet you have to do, and you have to give the name, exact name. If it is inside some folder, you have to give that folder, but it is not inside some folder, it is like the style.css. Let's save it. Okay, see, it has become like this. Okay, so this is like this. And there is one more property known as padding, which I'm going to tell later on, but let me tell a bit about it now. Padding is like padding properties, like whatever, see, you'll see this thing around all of this thing, there will be some space, so that is known as a padding. That space is known as padding. So this space plus CSS come. So this is like this external CSS, and we are going to use the external CSS only from now. External CSS. Okay, so let's get a bit more. And now the next thing which we are going to learn is the colors in CSS. See, this I have taught on Saturday also, but again I have to teach everything. So a lot of people might be joining today. Okay, so that is there. So let us learn about the colors here. Okay, so colors here, and colors I will have to show two links. Okay, so the first link is this HTML color names. Okay, HTML color names is what? HTML color names. Obviously, I've used a lot of color names like red, blue, aquamarine, brown. So aquamarine, from where this came? So this came because Nowadays CSS have a lot of colors, around 140 of them. CSS and HTML have gone through major upgradation in 2015 because CSS and HTML are governed by a committee known as W3C, obviously in the US, because US only created everything related to internet. They created internet, HTML, everything they have created. Okay, so that committee is there in the US, so that they add something in the HTML, CSS, all those things. So during 2015 they added a lot of good thing, and the HTML also changed to HTML5, and CSS also changed to CSS3. Earlier there were only 30-40 colors in your CSS and HTML, whatever you say. So but there are 140 color names right now, color names. I know a lot of them because I use a lot of them, and you get suggestions also in VS Code. That is one of the benefit of VS Code. So if I go here, see all the cool colors names are there: Indian red, fire break, pink, hot pink, orange, light golden, yellow, khaki, lavender, and all these things are there. And I chart reviews also I remember a lot, sea green, and all these things are there. So these are there. Okay, but the one thing is that 140 colors is still not enough. Means earlier there, before 2015, there were 30-40 colors, but 140 colors is also not enough. That is humans can see millions of colors. Okay, so what is the main thing which we use? Actually there are, this is the one way to give color. There are 3 other ways also to give color, and we will look into those 3 other ways. Okay, those 3 other ways are, okay, I have to make it a big. Okay, so the 3 other ways are like one is known as a hexa, one is known as RGB, and one is known as a HSL. So what is a hexa? Hexa is the most obviously most oldest of them, and hexa is like hash. You have to give a hash, and you have to give some code like this. Okay, it's a 6-digit code. Sometimes it is 3 digits also, because when it is 3 digit, it is repeated the same time. Suppose I have FFF, it means FFFFF 6 times. Okay, so that is like that. So it is something known as hexa is there. It follows the hexadecimal system. Now obviously what is hexadecimal system? Hexadecimal system is a kind of number system. We all have learned about it in India, because a lot of international students also come in this site. In around 7th or 8th we have learned about some hexadecimal system, which is of base 16. There is a decimal system which is of base 10, and there is a binary system, of course, which is of base 2. And all of us might have forgot the base 16 hexadecimal system. So base 16 hexadecimal system is much more bigger than the decimal system, because decimal system is only 0 to 9, which we follow. Hexadecimal system is 0 to 9 also, and A to F alphabets are also there. A to F alphabets are also there. So we do it like this. Okay, A to F. So 0 to 9 and A to F is there. But there are actually 6-digit units, and this 6 digits actually represent something. This 6 digits. So first 2 digit represent the color red, second 2 represent the color green, and third pair represent the color blue. Why like this? Because the thing is that human eye can see only a combination of red, green, and blue color. So that is what the human eye can see. So that's why every color which someone will give, it will contain of red, green, or blue only, because humans frequency of seeing the color is like that. So we don't have to know that much of theory and all, and we have this cool color picker which you can get from here also, and we can get from here also. Okay, get from both of the places. Okay, so okay, okay, so that is there. And so we can check it from here also. If I hover my mouse over here, I can get all these things. Okay, I can select it from here. So I will select the hexadecimal color from here. So let me choose means I will choose a lighter yellow color. I like it. Lighter yellow color kind of things I will choose, and then I just have to copy it from here. Okay, and then I have to go to this body is there. Okay, this body is there. So this body, I will give the background color. If you want to give a background color to the whole of the website, the body is the perfect place to give it. So I'll go to the body and background color equal to, I paste that hexadecimal thing which I've just done. So that thing, save it. Now I'll go back. See, the body is now this kind of a yellow kind of a color is there. Then obviously the next thing is, and one more thing, we are going to use external CSS only right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to comment it out, all of this thing. So how to comment it out in CSS? Again, select everything and control a command or control whatever, control and backslash I'll do, and it will do it like this. Okay, and one more thing I'll do, I will actually comment this out also, so that I will give the code and you all can see this. Okay, I'll comment this out and I will just have it like this, so that they obviously they don't have a style, and I have to style it from style.css only. Okay, so now the next thing which I'm going to do is the h1, and h1 we are going to do through, okay, through this, okay, through the other thing known as RGB. RGB stands for red, green, and blue, and this is a different kind of system, and this have three values. Values goes from 0 to 255. Okay, and again, first is red, second is green, and third is blue. Obviously humans can see those three things, so that's why it is like this. Okay, so we're going to do, we're going to do h1, and maybe the color of the h1. And obviously you all might be thinking why I'm making a spell mistake. Okay, so color, what I should give, color I should give like this, a darker, because color I should always give a bit darker, because yellow is a background. Okay, so yeah, I was telling why I'm doing a spell mistake all the time. I know English. No, because this is American English. Color is COLOR always. Never give COLOUR always. I forgot to give COLOUR after 16 years in development. Okay, for me color is always COLOR. Okay, so they don't follow British English. So color is like this. So color I have given RGB, and it will be like this. Okay, it will be like this color. Okay, so that is there. And then the obviously we are going to give for the paragraph. We are going to give for the paragraph, and the paragraph is like again, I don't want this. Okay, so this paragraph I'm going to follow the third system, which is known as HSL system. Actually it is a bit complicated system, but the designers love it, because see these colors and all, when you're going to work in a real production project, this will be given to you by the designers, because designers have that sense that okay, this color will look very good on this website. Developers don't have that sense. They go to art school. Designers go to art school for this reason only. Okay, so they have obviously busting. So designers love HSL, but it's a bit complicated. What happens in the HSL, this first thing, HSL stands for hue, saturation, and lightness. Okay, so anyways, you can select it from here. There is no thing is there, but you can do some minute changes on your own also. Second and third thing is saturation and lightness. What is saturation? Saturation is the saturation in the TV and all, which we all know means what is the saturation. Lightness means dark and white, something like that. Okay, saturation also means I think more of a gray is there. Okay, and the first thing stands for color or the RGB, because it's take from a 3D RGB wheel, this first thing. So that stands for that. Okay, so that is like that. And this thing I will do for P. I will make it a bit darker, kind of a red. So come here, I'll do P and color of like this HSL. I'll do save it, and if I go back, see, okay, both of them are same color. Okay, one more thing I want to show. I can do this, change it from here also. Okay, I don't want it to be like the obviously like the same color, like I will give it like this, a purple kind of a color. Save it. Okay, so it is done like this. Let me now again do it small. So this is how it looks. This is how the color are. This is how the color systems are. Okay, so now obviously we are going to do the font. Now we are going to do the font and font family. So font we give by font family. Okay, font family we gave, and we'll take the font family of Arial. So what I'm taking right now, they're very obvious font family, because they're always their font family: Arial, Helvetica, and Sans Serif. I'm going to take, and these are very common fonts. But okay, I given this. See, you all have seen a bit of changes was done because Arial was chosen. Okay, Arial was chosen, so the changes was done. So, but one thing obvious is the why I've taken three fonts. Actually, the font of Arial was being chosen in all of the body. If I give a font in the body, it will choose in the all of it. Okay, all of the thing it will choose. Okay, so font family I have chosen as Arial, but why did it why did it choose Helvetica and Sans Serif? So this is a primary font, and these two are known as fallback fonts. So why fallback fonts? Fallback fonts, we take fallback fonts because suppose if the first thing is not available, first font is not available in the browser, then the second font will be applied. If the second is not available, then the third will be applied. So it works like this. But why it happens like this? Because as I told earlier, the HTML and CSS are governed by a committee known as W3C committee. although it's not a government committee, but it's like that. Okay, it's non-profit organization kind of a thing. And these browsers and all are not made by them. These browsers are very complicated things, and they are made by big companies. Means small companies even don't touch it. There are some small things are there, companies are there like Brave and all, but obviously nobody uses it that much. So main browsers like Chrome is made by Google, Firefox is made by Mozilla, and Edge is made by Microsoft, and your Safari is made by Apple. So all of them have actually a different architecture. There are different engines in that. Okay, so all the engines are different. Chrome and Edge runs on Chromium, and Firefox run on something known as Monkey Spider, something Spider Monkey. Okay, so something like that. And Safari, I don't know. Okay, so that is there. So they run on different engines, and so what happens whenever this committee gives something, so it is not obvious, it is not always that they will always implement that thing. Just like if the government says us to do something, the private companies will not always follow them, and they are very big companies, so they always don't follow it. So sometimes it might happen that Arial is there in Safari, Apple, but no, Arial is not there in Apple. So what happened in Apple, when I run this code, it will go back to the fallback of Helvetica. So if Helvetica is also not there, then it will go to the fallback of sans serif. If sans serif is also not there, then whatever Apple has is proprietary font. Everything is proprietary in Apple, because I am feeling that proprietariness a lot. So because I have just moved to a Mac, so that thing is there. So those things are there. So that's why these fallback fonts are very important. Means if it is not there, but of course these three are very common. This is there in all the browser, and you can use them safely, and you can see also what are the web safe fonts, something else known as like that. So this is there, of course, but I want to teach something again, something good. Okay, so maybe okay, one more thing. Okay. Okay. One more thing, one sec. So I have some diagram. So these are the actually the website fonts are there. So, and yes, obviously, okay, you don't have to remember this of course. So these are all the website fonts. Okay, these are there in almost all the browser. But now we are going to do screen is blur. Screen is not blur. Screen is not blur because you have to, okay, screen is not blur. I am seeing it at every place. What you have to do, whoever is seeing the screen as black, go to your settings and go to the quality and change it to 720p by default. If you watch it on a mobile device, it goes to the lowest, which is 144p, because I am streaming at 720p, which is a very big thing and very big good way. So it's not blur. Okay, you have to change your settings. Just change your settings. Okay, change the setting, it will be okay. So that this thing everybody tells. Okay, so that is okay. And okay, so what we are going to do now, okay, so this is there, but I don't like this kind of font, because all the developers love another kind of font, which is known as another font is there, and which is known as Google font. Google by default, means everybody knows Google provide the best of the free services. Okay, whatever it takes in return of it, that doesn't matter, but Google font is there. Okay, so Google font is something is there. So let me make it a bit bigger. Google font. Everybody loves this font. So if you're not used, I will show you how to do. So when you come here, you see a lot of fonts are there, and obviously these all good looking fonts are there, and you can just browse them, and they're not in the browser. Okay, you have to implement it in some way. Okay, and it is showing me all these fonts, all these fonts. Okay, which one I should take? Okay, I'll take this one. I'll take a obviously this one, and here I'm coming, it's a cursive font. So here I want the 400 one. I want all of them. Okay, I'm choosing the sizes also. Okay, I will choose them, and then I'll go here, and what will happen, I have to go to this import, and I have to choose it. I have to choose it like this, and I have to put it here, and then I can use it anywhere. I can use this font anywhere, and I'm not going to use it in the body. I want the whole of the site to be of some different font, but the paragraph should be of this font, which I have just downloaded, the cursive kind of a font. So how to use it? Very easy. Again, I have to use the font family. I have to use the font family, and I'm coming here. Okay, font family I have to use. Font family I'll use, and here What is the name of this font? Name of this font is Dancing Script. Okay, and you have to give it in single quotes. Okay. In Google Font, there is one thing. Even if your font doesn't have two words, many of them have, you have to give it in single quotes. Okay, you have to give it in single quote. It is obvious. Okay, so like this I'll do, and then I will do Helvetica, Helvetica, and sans serif. Maybe all of them. Anyways, you can give hundreds of them also. It doesn't matter. So I'll save it, and now I'll go back. See, it has become a bit of like a cursive kind of a thing. It has become. So this is how you do that. Okay, share that link. Okay, this is Google Fonts. This is the most awesome looking thing. Google Fonts, fonts.google.com, and Google gives us all these nice things. Okay, so that is there, and this is how it works. Means this cursive writing and all the awesome fonts created by the awesome designers and all those things are there in the Google font. And you'll see almost every developer loves Google font, and they will use every developer designer. Nobody goes with whatever comes in the browser. So let me make it a bit bigger. I want to show something. Okay, so this is there. So now we have not seen a lot of things here. Means like okay. One sec. Okay, so what we have not seen here, let us see some more things here. Like I will increase the font size is very small. Okay, so there is something for the font size. So let me increase the font size. Okay, and this is a certification course. Those who don't know, there will be attendance from towards the end every day, and you'll get a nice certificate. Means obviously those who follow me, they know this is all a certification courses, and you get nice certification. You learn, you get a certification, show on LinkedIn, and you tag me, you get a very good thing there. Where those certificates are through my obviously my company. Means it's my own company. I'm the founder. Means totally GST registered company. Okay, so that is there. And font size is like I'll take it as 20 pixel, maybe font size, and we give pixel. We'll come back to this pixel in one sec. So this is like px. Okay, 20 pixel I'll give. So it has become bigger. Then we will have another thing like a font weight is like by default it is normal. By default it is normal. If I don't even give it, will be normal. And then I'll give it a bold. I'll give it a bold. It has become a bit bolder. Font weight has become a bit bolder. Then we have something known as line height also. Okay, see this space between this line. By default it is something. So line height is there, and then I will make it 1.2 RAM. So what is this RAM actually? 1.6 RAM. See, the more I increase the sizes, the space between them increases. Okay, so space between them increases. So yeah, so what is this RAM? What is this PX? What is this EM? All of these things. Okay, what are they actually? So they are the different units of measurement. And someone asked about VH and VW also. They're recently added, and they're not used for fonts, but they're used for mainly for the complete. Okay, I will tell about that also. Not a big thing. Okay, so let me first tell about the main units of measurement which are used for giving something like font family. Fonts, it can be used at many places. Fonts, it can be used in padding also. A lot of places it is known as units of measurement. PX is the most obvious one, and PX means pixel. So what are pixels? Pixel, we all know that the dots in a monitor are known as pixel. So all of us have seen those monitors which have a lot of earlier monitors, even 4-5 years back monitors, they used to have a lot of dot. If you go close to it, if you take your eyes close to it, you can see this dot. But I'm taking my eyes close to my monitors, I cannot see because it's a high definition monitor. I cannot see those dots. Those dots are gone long away. And you all might know, means if you go to some TV showroom or something, they will say that the pixel is higher, so it is HD, true HD, and all those things are there. So pixel means whatever in the 1 square centimeter, the dot you can pack. The more dot you can pack, the more obviously the HD and all those things will increase, and the cost of the thing also increases by that way. But this pixel is a bit different. This pixel, as again, this is given to us by W3C committee, which governs CSS and HTML, and they have their own TV or own monitor, which is having a 3200 dpi density per inches, and they measured it according to their. But in a local language or a layman language, px, the more px you increase, the size will increase like that. Okay, the 20 px it will increase, 30 px, 16 px, anything. By default, everything in a browser is 16px. Okay, so that is there. Then what is this em and what is this ram? So it is a bit complicated to tell, but I will tell, and I will see how to tell it. Okay, for seeing em and of course rem, there is something called em and there is something called rem. So it is spelled like that only, em and ram, m and ram, it is spelled like that, em and ram. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap this, all of these things in a div. This h1, h3 and p, I'm going to wrap it in a div. So what is this div? Means okay, so this is a, now what happened, this div become the parent of this. See, in HTML, what happens, whatever is wrapping something, it is its parent. So body is the parent of the div, div is the parent of h1, h3 and p. Okay, div is the parent of them. So I will save it, I will save it. Okay, other than this ram em percentage pixel, and other than this vh and vw are also available. So their vh and vw are also there. Okay, so those are the 5 things, vh and vw are also there. Okay, so that is there. And so now what is this? We were understanding what is actually is the ram. So ram, I have given this div as something like this. Okay, I'm wrapping everything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make this div as font size of 10 pixel. I'll make it as a 10 pixel, and this font size, I will not make it a pixel now, I will make it a 2m. I'll make it a 2m. Okay, now you'll see something, 2m. So 2m. So what is m? So m, first understand what is m. M means the whatever your parent size is there in, if it is in pixel, it is okay. If whatever it is in pixel, you'll multiply it with that. So parent size div is of 10 pixel. So here 2m means 20 pixel, 3m means 30 pixel. Okay, it is like this. 2m means 20 pixel, 3m means 30 pixel. Let us make it 2m only. And what is this rem then? 2 rem. Let me do it 2 rem. It is even bigger. Why it is even bigger? 2 rem, why it is even bigger? 2 rem is even bigger because rem doesn't depends upon the parent. Rem, see, I was giving this rem. So it doesn't depend upon the parent. Its parent is div. It depends upon the whole parent. I just 2 minutes back I told that the browser font size is 16 pixel, which is means used by all the browsers, because that is W3C school, W3C school, not W3C have made mandatory. So everything have to be means like 16 pixel. So what happens here, like obviously means like now 16 into 2 is more. So that's why it is happening like this. So RAM doesn't depends on that. RAM is the global thing. So this is the difference between M and M. And percentage by default means percentage also is like pixel. The more you increase, it will increase. So it is like that. Okay, so that is the RAM and M, and if I am using this RAM, but one more thing is obvious, because that will be recorded in our next section. See, I have given this div. Div is wrapping everything. Div is wrapping everything. H1, H3, and P. See the H1 and H3. They have become very small, because what I have given the parent as 10 pixel. I have not given any font size there, so they were affected by this, and this is a very bad thing. We are going to fix it in the next section after 1 minute. So that is there. So let me make it something good, means it is one RAM is looking very big, so I will make it a 1 point obviously 1.6 RAM. I do, let me see how much it looks, and this is 1 point maybe 4 RAM. Okay, it is looking good, and I will comment this out because I don't want it, because it was messing up with this thing. Why it was messing up with all these things? Okay, I think I forgot to tell about VH and VW. Okay, VH means vertical height and VW means vertical width. You can give that also, VH and VW also, to anything means okay, obviously I will do it in 1 sec. I will make something as VH. Most of the time you see that in Flexbox and all, we are going to use that 100 VH. 100 VH. VH means complete top to down of the website, web page, whatever you have, it is complete. VW means complete left to right, 100, whatever it is there. So that means that, and we're going to see it soon. Okay, so that is there. And okay, so we're going to I was telling that so giving everything name like this, like div, h1, s3, p, all those things are not a good thing because it messes up with a lot of things. My last job which I did before becoming a full-time trainer was as an architect, and I used to lead a team of 10 front-end developer. And what happens in big project, in one project only 10 people, 20 people works, 20 front-end developers work. So if everyone started to give something like this body h1 s3, the project will break. And it does break because what happens, css is global. If I have 10 css files, different css files, and everywhere I give a h1 like this, it will affect all the other css, other html files also, and it breaks a lot of things. So that's why in bigger company they are not allowed to use this thing like h1 s3 and all. So what we use something like a classes and IDs. But of course all every things like same. So what happens there also, the everybody will take the same type of classes. There is a common class which everybody loves to take, that is known as container. Everybody will take the container class. Those things happens, that thing you cannot stop. Okay, so that is there. So now what is there? So what are these classes and IDs? Classes and IDs are to uniquely identify everything in HTML, so that you don't have to use something like this h1, s3, p, div, something like that. Classes and IDs are a bit different, and I can put classes and IDs in anything. Okay, anything I can put. So let me put a class here. Class equal to, I will take maybe a box one and not a container. Just remember container is a bad name. So box one, I will take class of box one and save it, and I'll do a box one like this. I'll save it. So now it's a unique name, box one, and this box one I can take anywhere. So class box one here I can take in h1, s3, p. I can take it anywhere. Okay, I can take it anywhere, and box one I'll go, and here this I've commented out. So box one is the same div which I have commented out, and classes will give by dot. So dot box one is equal to I will change the background color. Background color is like, I'll give chart views is a good color name. Okay, so I'll give it like this, background color chart views, and see it will make it like this. Okay, it will make it like this, and it is obviously doing it. So dot I have given, and it is making like this. Okay, and someone asks about this. Okay, so there is height and width also is there. So let me make a height of maybe see, if I make the height of 100 vertical height. Okay, so it will be complete. 100 vertical height means complete, it will take completely. Okay, so I don't want to take 100 vertical height, maybe 20 vertical height like this I will take. So it is not going, of course, means 20 vertical height. So I'll remove it, means it is like this, means maybe I'll take a 40, 30. Okay, so it is like this. Vertical heights are like this, or it will show like this. Okay, so and vertical width is like the width. Okay, so this is, and this generally we give it in height and width only, vertical height and vertical width. So that is there. And maybe I will add a bit of padding here, padding of 10 pixel, so that it will look a bit better. Padding makes everything better, so everything is outside this, like it is happening. So that is there. And now what is the use of classes? Means classes is something which you can use multiple times, but there is something else known as ID which I cannot use multiple times. And I will do again a copy of this, and maybe I'll make it the biggest bit smaller, like there, this much. I'll remove the h1. Let's save it. See, another of your classes, same classes is applied. Okay, maybe I'll add a br here, so it will have some space here, so it will look nice. So this is there. So now what is meant by this, your IDs? So IDs are something which are unique, which are totally unique, and you cannot use it more than one time. See, classes I can use 100 times also. This box one class I can use 100 times also. So let us do one thing. Let us do this p thing. It's a bit different from the earlier p thing. So this second p I'll make it a bit different. So I'll do a id equal to second p. So I'm taking this class names and id name. Okay, this you can take it as anything. Okay, this is not, but id and classes are keyword. Okay, so id and classes are keyword. So second p I'll do, and then this second key I'll choose, and this I have to do it, do a hash. Okay, I have to do a hash. IDs have to do it hash, and your classes are with a dot. Second key. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy all of these things. Okay, because I'm going to change these styles. Okay, so first thing is that maybe obviously the color I'm going to change. So color, what I'm going to take, green. This maybe I will take it like this. I'll take. So see, I do it, and it is looking like same only. Orange I'll take. Okay, it's better. I'll do it like this, dark orange maybe. Did I choose it actually? Choose this second P. Okay, now it is coming. Okay, dark orange, it's coming. And I don't want a dancing script and all. I want a normal font. So I'll do a Arial, save it. And I don't want it so big. I want it to be 1.2 and it is 1. And I don't want it to be bold. I want it to be normal. So like this. Okay, so it will be looking like this. Okay, of course. Okay, so this is like this. Okay, so this works like this. This your classes and IDs and what? Okay, this height 30 vertical height is actually messing up a lot. I will comment it out. You can obviously see it. Okay, so it is looking much better. Means it is taking whatever the height of the content. By default, it takes whatever the height of the content. It will take like this. Okay, that is there. And now we'll learn about one of the very important things, which is known as the box model. Obviously, I didn't taught it in the Saturday class. So box model is very important. See, if you go for any interview, whenever they will ask some CSS thing, they will ask about box model. What is a box model? In box model, you will come to know about what is the padding, what is the margin, and all those things. So for the box model, what I'm going to do, I'm going to create another div here. After this, I create a div, and hash of box. This is a shortcut, hash of box model I'll do, and lorem. I'll just have a lorem. So like this, a lorem will be there. So now this box model I have to do it. Okay, I'll go here, hash box model. I'll do now. I will have a background color first, of course, background color, and like light Carol is a good color. Light Carol, and I will give a width. Of course, width I will give. Width is 300 pixel. Okay, width is 300 pixel. There is a property known as a border. So border is something like what? Border is 15 px, solid, maybe black is a good color. Black I'll give. So what will happen with this property? Border 15 px solid black. It will be forming a black border all the way around it. Okay, so I'll do it. See, a border will be formed like this. Okay, width is 300 pixel. Now the thing is that I will give a padding. I'll give a padding of 50 px. I will give. So a bit of padding will be done around it. Bit of padding will be done. Means padding is obviously it is not a space around the content. And I'm going to tell for the box model now. Okay. So margin is like 20 px is there. Save it. So margin, you just saw margin. What happens? There was a space between this, and obviously, so this is the margin. So how to do this thing? Means padding, boxing, and margin. I'll right click and do inspect and see. So inspect, this always a developer will do this inspect, because whether it is you're doing CSS, whether you're doing JavaScript, anything, inspect is your best friend. Means that is how developer works in a website. So JavaScript developer will definitely come to this console, and CSS developer will come here, because whatever you write in the HTML, CSS, every code comes here. It is not like that. You can see for all of the site. So inspect I'll do, and then so it is showing me all of these things. Okay, this is the box model which is there in almost all the browsers, obviously the big ones. Okay, so first thing is the what is box model? First thing, box model means the first the content will be taken. So content can be of any side. Here it is 300 by 108 pixel. After that the padding comes. So padding comes, it is like 50 px all the way around. So because I have given it 50 px all the way around, so it is making it as 15 px all the way around. Next thing is the border. So border is like 15 px all the way around. So because I have given it 15 px all the way around. Then after this is the margin. Margin is 20 px all the way around. So 20 px all the way around means here also 20 px is there. Here it is not showing, and below and here. So these two are being shown, but it is actually 20 px all the way around. And one obvious thing about margin and padding is the padding is always around the element. Margin is always between element. It is always between elements. So that is something is there. It is always between element. This margin. So that is the padding and margin. And what else? Okay, there are some different ways to give margin and padding, which all of you should know, because this is a detailed class and I will tell it about it. And there are 2-3 ways to give that. Obviously it is been done to margin or padding only. So okay, so let us do that. Okay, so by default, if I'm giving okay, let me do it for padding today. So padding, if I give it 50 px, so it means the padding is whole way around. All way around is 50 px. Okay. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me do it below. So padding is there. So I will comment this out. I will comment this out, and then I'll do the padding as padding. The full form. Let me do the full form. Padding top is like padding top is like maybe 5 px, and padding right is like 10 px, and okay, I will do padding, or you can go through this recording again because you don't have much time. I have a class also at 10. Okay, padding bottom I will do. Okay, one sec, I'll do after this. I'll do padding bottom is like again 5 px, and padding left is like 10 px. So padding top I made it 5 px, padding right 10, padding bottom 5, and padding left is 10. So if I go here, see this now. So the padding top is like 5, bottom is 5, right is 10, left is, so you can give the individual. But we have a short form for this, especially this thing which I have just done. We have a short form for this. Okay, short form for this thing. I'll do it. I'll comment it out, and then I will do a padding of 5 px, 10 px, 5 px, and 10 px. So what is it? It starts from like top right bottom left, top right bottom left. It's like top right bottom left. Okay, so I'll save it. So it is again, if I come down, it will so 5, 10 like this. And most of the time what happens in a padding or a margin, the top and bottom are same and left and right are same. Always it will happen like this. So there is again another short form of it. So what I can do here, like padding is of 5 px and this is of 10 px. Save it. So now it will be again like this. Okay, so okay, it's time to give the attendance form. So let me give the attendance form. Okay, mark your attendance form. Flexbox is day number 3, day number 4, and 5 are of grid. Okay, Flexbox obviously I will tell, because I am a without Flexbox you don't get a job in a startup. Okay, nobody uses Bootstrap and all. Okay, everybody uses Flexbox and Grid only. So mark your attendance here. I have written make. Okay, mark your attendance. It is obviously to get a certificate from TWD. So please do mark your attendance and do come in all 5 days. So this is not like the weekend thing. You'll not get a certificate tomorrow. You'll get a certificate on Saturday. You have to attend all 5 days. And sometimes I give time also to people who cannot attend it live because they can see the recording. Because but this form I will not send it on any WhatsApp group. It will be here only. You have to come here and fill it. Okay, so market attendance there. And Flexbox, as I've told, Flexbox is day number 3. Today I think I'm a bit slow, but Flexbox obviously is day number 3 only, because that is like that. Flexbox is day number 3, but we don't stop at Flexbox. We do much more superior thing than that, which is grid. Okay, so one more thing which someone asked, yeah, who asked, okay, Malay asked that repeat RAM M. So this see VH and this thing, this is generally do it for height and width only, but the main thing is that you should understand about pixel, RAM and M. So pixel is like px, means whatever example I've given, it is okay, but pixel is more you increase the pixel, the size will increase. If I increase the pixel to means 10 means by default it is 16 pixel for everything. So obviously mostly for paragraph and all those things, but if I increase it more, it will be increased like 16, 17, 18, 20, 32. I can go crazy with that. So that is like that, the more pixel you increase, it will increase. But what is this RAM and M? So for that RAM and M, what I did this thing, I did this div. Okay, so I had gone ahead, and maybe for Malay only, I will comment this out. Okay, it is not, it will not be also be commented. Okay, okay, let us see this thing. If it is happening, it will happen like this. I will save it, and I will maybe I will do it. Okay, so see now what happening, the div I have taken. So this div is of 10 pixels. So this div is of 10 pixel, and my paragraph and all are inside it. So if I make it as like of course like 2M, so it will be like 20 pixel, 3M, it will be of 30 pixel. But as I've told, the RAM doesn't depend upon your parent. So parent of P is a div, parent of P is the div. It doesn't depend upon that. It depends upon the whole of the body. As I've told, the whole of the body, the font size is 16 pixel. Okay, so whole of the body, the font size is 16 pixels. So if I give it a RAM, this div it doesn't return depends. So if I give it RAM, it will become way too big. So that is like this, which I've told. So, and VH is vertical height and vertical width. I will obviously tell it in Flexbox also a bit, because that is mainly used in height and width. Vertical height means it will cover the complete thing. Okay, so that is there, and let me make it to, what was it, 2 RAM. This was commented out, and this is same. And so because I'm going to give this code, so I have to make it there. Okay, so obviously this all code will be there, but I'm going to continue in this code only. Maybe I'll make a GitHub link or something tomorrow and all, because tomorrow I think I'm going to complete this basic of CSS. Today a lot of people have asked a lot of things, but that is how this live session works. And obviously means okay, so means hope you all liked it, means whatever I taught, and come daily to this session, then we will keep learning a lot of things and all. And all 5 days, yeah, I'm going to promise you, you're going to learn a lot. Means Flexbox Grid, everything is there. Okay, with this I will end today's stream. Hope you all have filled the attendance form. Thank you. If you not fill it, please do fill it.